I would like to add though, I'm curious. I personally believe, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong in this at all, but I personally believe that limited amount of stress, not constant stress is never a good thing. But I think a limited amount of stress does two things. One, keeps you motivated and it keeps you moving forward also. So there's that element to it. And secondly, I feel like stress heightens your senses in the short run. Sometimes when you are I would assume as humans, as humanity goes, this must have been when physiologically speaking, as hunter-gatherers, it's a survival technique, which is why your body gives out stress, and which is why, and if you would equate a startup founder experience to a hunter-gatherer, let's say you're giving a pitch to a VC and you have to really make it count at that point of time. I see a limited amount of stress at that point of time is actually good because it probably ensures that you are performing at your optimal at that point of time, if you can control it and if you can harness it. But yeah, that's my personal opinion. But I feel like obviously stress consistently over a span of time is never healthy, obviously. And if you don't harness it, then it can be crippling.
Absolutely. I think any learning or any growth will have those difficult moments. And that is natural, right? So anything which is natural is okay or good or healthy, you can call it. But anything which is unnatural, right? Many times we create stress from our stories rather than real, right? So leave alone sustaining it for a long period of time. Obviously, that is very harmful, not just to health, but also to productivity and impact. But even beyond that, right? Even if your company is failing, even if like you're doing a very bad job at what you're doing, unless your physical survival is at risk, right? There is no need for the body to be stressful.
Yeah.
And the hunter-gatherer example, I think it's a good example, but a bad analogy, because the hunter-gatherer, if they are failing at what they're doing, their physical survival is at risk. So the body goes into overdrive, and that is what you need at that point, right? You need that adrenaline to hunt for food or to make sure you survive. But even if you're a founder, in fact, the same trigger can actually stop you from innovative thinking, can stop you from empathizing with others. So you need a calm state to actually think about a problem. Unless you are being chased by a tiger or you're physically in danger, yes, then you need that stress as a healthy mechanism. But unless your physical survival is threatened, and especially when we talk about knowledge work or innovation work, we are more
creativity
creativity cannot happen in a state of stress.
Absolutely. That's super true for sure.
Yes.
But yeah, that's really interesting.
Yes.